everyone, and welcome back to the English Learning Podcast. I'm Jason, your host.
And I'm Julia, your co-host. We're so happy to have you with us today. Whether you're at home, commuting, or maybe even multitasking, this episode is going to be super helpful for you.
That's right, because today we're talking about something we all struggle with: focus. Staying focused in this busy world is really hard. Right, Julia?
Absolutely, Jason. With phones buzzing, notifications popping up, and so many things fighting for our attention, it's no wonder people feel distracted all the time. But the good news is, you can train your focus just like a muscle.
Exactly. And in today's episode, we'll walk you through 5 simple steps that you can practice over the next 7 days to improve your focus and concentration.
And these steps are not only for studying or working, but they will also help you in learning English faster and better. Because when you're focused, you learn more in less time.
So, if you often feel distracted or find it hard to concentrate on tasks, stay with us till the end. We'll even give you a 7-day focus challenge that you can start today.
All right, Jason, let's dive right in. First, let's talk about why staying focused is so difficult these days.
All right, Julia. Before we jump into the 5 steps, let's be honest. Focusing has become really hard for most people. Do you feel the same?
Oh, definitely, Jason. I mean, think about it. We are living in a time where distractions are everywhere. You open your phone to check one message, and suddenly you're watching videos for an hour.
Yeah, I've been guilty of that too. And it's not just phones. Even when you're working on your computer, there are emails, notifications, and ads popping up. It's like the whole world is fighting for your attention.
Exactly. And for people who are learning English, this becomes a big problem. You sit down to practice English vocabulary, but then you get a message or a social media notification, and your focus is gone.
Right. And it's not just technology. Multitasking is another big issue. People try to do too many things at once, like watching TV, texting, and working, all at the same time. But the brain isn't designed to focus on many things at once.
You're so right. I remember trying to listen to an English podcast while scrolling through Instagram. Guess what? I didn't remember anything from the podcast. My mind was all over the place.
That happens to all of us. And there's also something called information overload. We're getting so much information every single day, our brains don't get the chance to process it deeply. So, our ability to focus becomes weaker.
Yeah, and people often feel tired or mentally drained because of this. It's like your brain is running a marathon with no rest.
That's a good way to put it. But here's the good news. Focus is not something you are born with. It's a skill. And with simple daily practices, anyone can get better at it.
Absolutely. And that's what we're going to show you today. We'll guide you through 5 steps that are easy to follow, and you can start seeing improvements in just 7 days.
All right, Julia. Shall we give our listeners a quick overview of these 5 steps?
Yes, let's do it.
All right. Now that we understand why focus is so difficult these days, let's talk about the solution. Julia, we've got 5 simple steps that our listeners can follow to improve their focus in just 7 days, right?
That's right, Jason. And these steps are not complicated. In fact, they are small, practical actions you can add to your daily life, even if you're busy.
Okay, let's give them a quick overview before we dive into each step in detail.
Sure. Step 1 is to create a distraction-free environment. This is all about setting up your space so your brain can focus without interruptions.
Exactly. Then, step 2 is practice mindful breathing. This helps to calm your mind and bring your attention back to the present moment.
Step 3 is one of my favorites. Use the Pomodoro technique. It's a time management method that teaches you how to work in short, focused sessions with breaks in between.
And step 4 is to train your brain with simple focus exercises. These are fun and easy activities that strengthen your concentration, just like exercising a muscle.
Finally, step 5 is to build a focused daily routine, because small, consistent habits make a huge difference over time.
So, listeners, if you follow these 5 steps over the next 7 days, you'll notice a real improvement in your ability to stay focused. Whether you're learning English, working, or just managing daily tasks.
All right, Jason, let's start with step 1. Creating a distraction-free environment. This is where it all begins.
All right, Julia, let's dive into step 1. Creating a distraction-free environment. Honestly, this step is a game changer. If your environment is full of distractions, focusing becomes almost impossible.
Absolutely, Jason. The environment around you has a huge impact on your brain. Imagine trying to study English vocabulary while your phone keeps buzzing, TV is playing in the background, and your desk is cluttered. It's like trying to read a book in the middle of a noisy party.
That's a perfect example. So the first thing we recommend is to identify your biggest distractions. For most people, that's their phone. Julia, have you ever found yourself checking your phone every 5 minutes while trying to work?
Oh, many times. It's such a bad habit. But here's a simple tip. Put your phone on silent or airplane mode when you need to focus. And if possible, keep it in another room. Out of sight, out of mind.
That works like magic. Another thing is notifications on your computer. You can turn off email and social media notifications during your focus time. Those little pop-ups are sneaky. They steal your attention without you even noticing.
Definitely. And let's not forget the importance of having a clean workspace. A messy desk with papers, snacks, and random items can make your mind feel cluttered too. Take 5 minutes before you start working to clear your space. It makes a big difference.
That's so true. I remember when I used to have a cluttered desk, I would get distracted so easily. But once I cleaned it up and kept only the essentials, my laptop, a notebook, and a pen, I noticed I could concentrate much better.
I had a similar experience. I used to work in my living room with the TV on. Guess what? I would lose focus in less than 10 minutes. Then I decided to create a small focus corner in my room. Just a simple desk and a chair, no distractions. It worked wonders.
That's a brilliant idea. You don't need a fancy office, just a quiet spot where your brain knows, this is my focus zone. It could even be a corner of your kitchen or bedroom.
Exactly. And for those who have noisy environments, like kids playing or traffic sounds, you can try noise-canceling headphones or even play soft instrumental music to block out background noise.
That's a great tip. So, to summarize, step 1, put your phone on silent or in another room. Turn off computer notifications. Clean your workspace. Create a dedicated focus zone. Use headphones if necessary.
Yes. And remember, small changes in your environment can lead to big improvements in your focus. Don't wait for the perfect place. Start with what you have.
Well said, Julia. Now that we've created a distraction-free environment, it's time to move to step 2, practicing mindful breathing, a simple technique to calm your mind and boost focus. All right, now that we've set up a distraction-free environment, it's time for step 2, practicing mindful breathing. Julia, I know this might sound simple, but it's actually one of the most powerful ways to improve focus, right?
Absolutely, Jason. Many people think of breathing as automatic, which it is, but when you breathe mindfully, you're actually training your brain to stay present. It's like giving your mind a little reset button.
That's a great way to put it. When we're distracted, our mind is either thinking about the past or worrying about the future. Mindful breathing pulls us back to the present moment.
Exactly. And the best part is, it only takes 2 to 5 minutes to feel the effects. You don't need any equipment, you can do it anywhere, even right now while listening to us.
In fact, Julia, why don't we guide our listeners through a quick mindful breathing exercise? It will just take a minute.
Great idea, Jason. All right, everyone, if you can, sit comfortably with your back straight. If you're walking or driving, just listen and try this later.
Okay, here we go. Close your eyes if you can. Now, take a slow, deep breath in through your nose and slowly breathe out through your mouth.
Let's do it again. Inhale deeply and exhale slowly. As you breathe, try to focus only on the feeling of the air entering and leaving your body.
If your mind starts to wander, that's okay. Just gently bring your attention back to your breath. Let's take one last deep breath together. And exhale.
How do you feel, Jason?
Honestly, I feel calmer already. It's amazing how just a minute of mindful breathing can reset your focus.
Exactly. It helps to clear mental noise. And when you start your study session or work with a few minutes of mindful breathing, your brain is much more ready to concentrate.
And for our listeners, we recommend practicing this for 2 to 5 minutes every morning before starting your tasks. You can also use it anytime you feel distracted or overwhelmed.
Yes, it's a simple but powerful tool you can carry with you everywhere. No apps needed, just your breath.
All right, that was step 2. Now that we've learned how to calm the mind, it's time for a really practical method to stay focused while working. Step 3. The Pomodoro technique. Julia, are you ready for it?
I'm excited for this one, Jason. Let's go.
All right, Julia. Now we're on to step 3. Using the Pomodoro technique. This is one of my favorite focus tools. Have you used it before?
Yes, I love the Pomodoro technique. It's such a simple but powerful way to manage your time and keep your mind fresh. For those who don't know, Jason, can you explain what it is?
Sure. The Pomodoro technique is all about working in short, focused bursts. You work for 25 minutes straight, then take a 5-minute break. After doing this cycle 4 times, you take a longer break, like 15 to 30 minutes.
Exactly. The name Pomodoro comes from the Italian word for tomato because the technique's creator used a tomato-shaped kitchen timer to keep track.
I love that. Now, why does this work so well? Because our brains can only focus deeply for a limited time, about 25 minutes. After that, our attention drops.
Right. So by working in these short chunks, you're training your brain to focus fully during that time, knowing a break is coming soon.
Also, the breaks are super important. During those 5 minutes, you can stretch, walk around, or do something relaxing. It helps your brain recharge.
I remember a story of one of my students who used the Pomodoro technique to learn English vocabulary. Before, she would try to study for hours but lose focus quickly. After trying Pomodoro, she was able to study better and felt less tired.
That's inspiring. And for our listeners, it's easy to try. You just need a timer or an app. There are many free Pomodoro timers online or on your phone.
Hey Jason, how about a quick challenge? Let's try a 25-minute no-phone Pomodoro session right now.
That sounds tough, but I'm in. All right, listeners, pause this podcast if you want, and try working focused for 25 minutes without distractions.
And remember, when the 25 minutes are up, take a 5-minute break. Move around, breathe, maybe grab some water.
One tip is to write down exactly what you want to do during your Pomodoro. For example, learn 10 new English words, or practice speaking for 25 minutes.
Yes, setting a clear goal makes it easier to focus, and over time, your brain will get used to these focused sessions, and you'll get more done with less stress.
So, to sum up, Step 3. Work for 25 minutes straight. Take a 5-minute break. Repeat 4 times. Then, take a longer break. Use a timer or app to keep track. Set clear goals for each session.
Perfect. Now that we know how to use Pomodoro, the next step is all about fun ways to train your brain with simple focus exercises.
All right, Julia. Let's keep going. All right, Julia. We've talked about managing distractions, calming the mind, and working in focused bursts. Now it's time for Step 4. Train your brain with simple focus exercises. What does this mean exactly?
Great question, Jason. Just like your body needs exercise to stay strong, your brain also needs workouts to improve focus and concentration. These exercises are easy and fun, and you can do them anywhere.
Can you give us some examples, Julia?
Sure. One simple exercise is reading for 10 minutes without interruption. Pick a short story or an article in English and really focus on understanding every word. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back.
I like that. Another one I use is a memory game. For example, look at a list of 5 to 10 words for 30 seconds. Then try to recall them without looking.
Yes, and there's also the classic spot the difference game, where you compare 2 pictures and find small differences. It trains your attention to detail.
That sounds fun. I have a challenge for you, Julia. Let's do a quick spot the object exercise right now for our listeners.
All right, Jason, describe your desk or the room you're in, and I'll try to guess details based on your description.
Okay, here goes. On my desk, I have a blue notebook, a black pen, a small plant, and a cup of coffee.
Do you have any papers or books?
No papers, but there is a laptop open.
Great. That's a good exercise because you have to focus on details and remember them. Listeners can try this with friends or family.
Exactly. Another fun way is to practice mindful listening. Listening to an English podcast or song and focusing completely on the words without multitasking.
And don't forget puzzles like Sudoku or crossword puzzles. They're great for improving attention and problem-solving skills.
So, the key with these focus exercises is to do them regularly, even if it's just 5 to 10 minutes a day. Your brain will get stronger, and your focus will improve over time.
Right. And as you practice, you'll notice it becomes easier to concentrate during your study or work sessions.
Awesome! Now that we've exercised our brains a bit, let's talk about the last step, building a focused daily routine. All right, Julia, we've come to our final step, Step 5, building a focused daily routine. This is really where all the magic happens because small habits done every day lead to big changes.
Absolutely, Jason. Creating a routine helps your brain know what to expect, which makes focusing easier. When your day has a clear structure, your mind can prepare to focus during certain times.
Exactly. For example, I like to start my day with a simple morning routine. I wake up, do 5 minutes of mindful breathing, and then spend 25 minutes on focused work using the Pomodoro technique.
That's a great routine. I also find it helpful to have a consistent study or work time every day. For example, from 9 to 10 a.m., I practice English without distractions. This helps my brain build a habit of focus.
And don't forget about breaks. Including short breaks and some physical activity during the day helps keep your energy and focus high.
Yes, another important part of a focused routine is having a good night routine. Getting enough sleep is essential for focus the next day. So try to go to bed at the same time every night and avoid screens before sleeping.
Great advice. And for listeners who struggle to build routines, start small. Even adding one focused habit a day can help, like turning off your phone during study time or doing mindful breathing in the morning.
Right. Over time, these habits become automatic. Your brain gets trained to focus more naturally.
So, to sum up step 5, set regular times for focused work or study. Start your day with mindful breathing or a simple focus activity. Include breaks and physical movement. Have a consistent bedtime and avoid screens before sleep. Start small and build gradually.
Perfect. When you combine all 5 steps, your focus will improve a lot in just 7 days. And speaking of that, let's tell our listeners about the 7-day focus challenge.
Yes, let's do it. All right, Julia. Now it's time for the exciting part, the 7-day focus challenge. This is where our listeners can put all the steps we talked about into action.
Yes, the challenge is simple. For the next 7 days, try to practice each of the 5 steps every day. You don't have to do everything perfectly, but the goal is to build small habits that improve your focus.
Here's a quick plan to follow. Day 1. Create your distraction-free environment. Clear your workspace, silence your phone, and find your focus zone. Day 2. Practice mindful breathing for 2 to 5 minutes each morning. Day 3. Try the Pomodoro technique for at least one study or work session. Day 4. Do a simple focus exercise, like reading for 10 minutes or a memory game. Day 5. Build a focused daily routine by setting a specific time for your work or study. Day 6. Combine 2 or more steps. For example, use Pomodoro in your distraction-free space. Day 7. Reflect on your progress. Notice how your focus has improved and plan how to keep going.
Remember, it's normal to get distracted sometimes or miss a step. The important thing is to keep trying and be patient with yourself.
Exactly. And if you keep practicing, your focus will get stronger, making learning English and other tasks easier and more enjoyable.
We encourage you to write down your daily progress or share it with a friend. This makes the challenge more fun and keeps you motivated.
So, are you ready, listeners? Take the 7-day focus challenge and see the difference yourself. All right, Julia, before we wrap up, let's talk about some common mistakes people make when trying to focus. Knowing these can help our listeners avoid frustration.
Yes, Jason. One big mistake is multitasking. Many people think doing several things at once is efficient, but the brain can't truly focus on more than one thing at a time.
Exactly. Switching between tasks quickly actually lowers your productivity and makes you feel more tired. So, it's better to focus on one task fully before moving to the next.
Another mistake is overloading your to-do list. When you have too many tasks, it becomes overwhelming and your focus suffers because your brain doesn't know where to start.
Right? It's important to prioritize and pick a few key tasks to focus on each day. Using tools like the Pomodoro technique can help with this.
Also, many people try to focus when they're tired or hungry, which is almost impossible. Taking care of your body with good sleep, nutrition, and breaks is essential.
I remember once I tried studying English for 2 hours straight after a long day without eating or resting. It was a disaster. I couldn't focus at all.
We've all been there. Lastly, some people expect to get perfect focus immediately, but focus is a skill that takes time to develop.
So true. It's normal to get distracted sometimes. The key is to gently bring your attention back without getting frustrated.
Exactly. Patience and practice are the best friends of focus.
Great advice, Julia. Now, let's finish with some final tips and encouragement. All right, Julia, before we say goodbye, let's share some final tips and encouragement for our listeners who want to improve their focus.
Yes. First, remember that focus is like a muscle. The more you practice, the stronger it gets. So don't get discouraged if it feels hard at first.
That's right. Celebrate small wins, like completing a focused Pomodoro session or successfully creating a distraction-free workspace.
Also, be kind to yourself. It's okay to get distracted sometimes. The important thing is to keep trying and bring your attention back gently.
And remember, improving focus doesn't just help with learning English. It helps with everything: work, relationships, and even enjoying your free time more.
Exactly. When you're focused, you're more present and productive, and life feels a little easier.
So keep practicing the 5 steps. Take the 7-day challenge and trust the process.
We believe in you. Thanks for listening and for taking this important step to improve your focus.
Yes, thank you. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this episode with anyone who might find it helpful.
See you next time on the English Learning Podcast. Stay focused and keep learning.